good morning, everybody, and thank you all so much for coming for this important, exciting day that has been a long time in the making. Part of my job as mayor is to understand and respond to the needs of our city in the present, right now, immediate action, like taking steps to improve public safety and reduce gun violence, which our administration is doing. At the same time, my team and I have to address long-term challenges with an eye to the future, yet with the same sense of urgency. That includes making sure economic and educational opportunities are available to everyone, especially young people, in every neighborhood, in every zip code, in every Metro Council district. Doing whatever I can to ensure that our businesses are able to hire the people they need with skills they need to grow and prosper and keep our economy going strong. And doing everything we can so that everyone has a foundation to pursue their hopes and dreams. There is no one solution for these or any complex challenge, but there is something we can do that will help us address these and other challenges that will pay off for the people of Louisville, not just for years, but for generations. So I'm so proud to announce today that we are taking the first steps towards providing quality pre-kindergarten learning opportunities for every 3- and 4-year-old child in Louisville. Research is clear. Kids who start learning earlier will lead safer, stronger, and healthier lives. The leaders with me today that are joining me on stage here today are the new members of our Mayor's Early Learning Action Group. They are experts in fields that inform this work, and they come from all different backgrounds: business, nonprofits, education, public service, and more. They have committed to spending the next several months developing a plan for how we can drastically improve early learning opportunities in a way that serves children, families, and our community as a whole. And a key part of that plan will be how to pay for it. This is a priority initiative of my office, and it's being led by Mariana Barzin, our new executive director of our new Office of Philanthropy, with the help of Leanne French, director of our Office for Early Childhood. And Deputy Mayor Barbara Sexton Smith has also been very involved in working with Mariana, Leanne, and others on our team to bring us to this day and to help move us forward from here. I will be working with them and all of my colleagues here on the Mayor's Action Group on this plan. And I intend to present our plan to Metro Council when I announce our fiscal year 25 budget next April. Addressing long-term challenges takes serious planning, yet we have no time to waste. We see over and over that early learning experiences make a huge difference in determining the path that people follow through school and beyond. This can influence their entire lives. More robust early learning opportunities can address the tragic and infuriating inequities we see so often along racial and income lines. Research shows that having at least 1 year of strong early learning programs can have positive long-term effects on critical things like high school graduation rates, years of education completed, career earnings, reduced crime, and teen pregnancy rates. This will be a game changer for our city. This will redefine what our future looks like. And yes, this is a big commitment. And it's time for Louisville to make this commitment to our children, our families, and our future, because they deserve it. So let's put Louisville on the map for the right reason. I want to thank each of these dedicated Louisvillians who are here with me today, who have volunteered to be part of this action group. So we're going to hear from a few of them, starting with two who are also outstanding community leaders and public servants who have done extensive work in this area. First is State Senator and former Mental Councilwoman Cassie Chambers Armstrong. Cassie has been doing incredible work in this field for years, has been advocating for kids for years, is the mother of 2 young kids herself. So let's hear it for Senator Cassie Chambers Armstrong.
Good morning. They say it takes a village to raise a child. And today, our village is coming together to raise up our children, and in doing so, raise up the future of our city. Even before I was a mom of preschool-age kids, I knew the numbers. I knew the studies the mayor just quoted. Data shows that kids who have access to preschool are less likely to be suspended from school, to skip class, to become justice involved. They are more likely to take the SAT, graduate high school, prepare for, and actually go to college. They earn more money, and they are less likely to need assistance from government programs. These numbers are clear, and they are powerful. Now, I'm a mom of preschool-age kids, constantly surrounded by 3- and 4-year-olds, and I see every day the stories, the people, the kids behind those numbers. I see how hungry they are to learn new things and how that new knowledge shapes them. Yes, preschool teaches them their ABCs, teaches them important information, but even more importantly, it teaches them life skills, things like naming their emotions, regulating their feelings, respecting the rules and each other. Abilities that set them up to succeed for life. Every child in our city deserves that opportunity. I'm grateful to the mayor for elevating the children in our city and for letting me be a part of this life-changing initiative. This work is urgent, it is important, it is transformative. I'm so honored to have the opportunity to work alongside the individuals I stand here with today. I echo the mayor in saying, let's get to work. Our kids deserve this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Senator. And we have one other state senator with us here today, another senator for Louisville who I've known for many years and who also has been passionate about advocating for children. Her children are a little bit older, but I know benefited from early childhood learning themselves, both in the House and out the House. So ladies and gentlemen, Senator Julie Rocky Adams.
Craig, or Mr. Mayor, are you calling me old? Are you saying I'm old? But no, I'm really excited to be here today. It was really a big honor when the mayor asked me to participate in this. You know, we say in Kentucky all of the time that a strong Louisville translates into a strong Kentucky. And so the more that Louisville can present innovative ideas and the approaches to early learning, then so goes the rest of Kentucky. And so I'm really proud to participate with all of these people on this stage because they all bring an expertise that is so critical to having good public policy. And as Senator Armstrong said, Cassie Chambers Armstrong, that this is going to translate into really exceptional outcomes for our kids. So thank you for allowing me to participate, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Senator. Thanks also to State Representative Josie Raymond, who is part of our action group and has been working on this for years and is one of the first people who I spoke with about working to make this a reality many years ago. We have representatives from the University of Louisville, from JCPS, from so many other organizations and institutions that are committed to working to support kids. And so I'm very grateful for all of your support on this. And as I said earlier, one of the reasons we're forming the mayor's early learning action group and taking these steps is because we know the long-term impact of early learning will benefit our future students long down the line. So to talk about that long-term positive impact of early learning on our children, I'd like to welcome the amazing executive director of Evolve 502, an organization that is doing so much for our teens, for our young adults, to help them pursue pathways in life so that they can pursue their hopes and dreams. So ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Director of Evolve 502, my good friend, Marlon Cull.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. As most of you know, our vision at Evolve 502 is to grow the educational attainment of our community. by ensuring that every child is prepared for college, career, and a successful life. In addition to providing a scholarship opportunity to remove the barriers of cost for our youth to pursue some level of education past high school, we also convene and collaborate with our community partners, JCPS, to ensure all students, regardless of their zip codes, have access to the tools and resources they need from cradle to career. In this work, we fully understand the importance of early education and interventions to ensure academic progress along the pathway and college preparedness. We have all heard about the strong connection between low literacy rates and incarceration rates, and I think we all now understand the importance of students reading by third grade. But we must also recognize that to be reading by third grade, a child must be able to recognize sounds, visualize letters, and follow directions before they enter kindergarten. Kindergarten readiness requires a healthy and interactive start as a baby. And tapping into my healthcare background, we know quality prenatal care for our mothers supports a healthy birth. So the common thread here is early education, early interventions, early learning. That is why the Mayor's Early Learning Action Group is a critical component of our community's growth and success and is in full alignment with the work of Evolve 502 from Cradle to Career. So we thank the Mayor, thank everyone standing around us here for their advocacy and leadership in this space. We know there's a lot of synergy now in our community and across the country around this effort, and so it's time to act. We know we've had some early announcements, our partners at LDG that are bringing the Bezos Academies in this community. So now's the time for us to come together and truly make change, and I'm proud to be a part of this group. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marlon. And finally, before we take some questions from the media, I just wanted to make one final comment. Even though I've only been in this job since January, I've already had people ask me, what do you want your legacy to be? Well, here it is. 20 years from now, when the first group of JCPS students who all had 2 years of early learning at ages 3 and 4 are graduating from high school, just as so many JCPS kids did just a couple weeks ago. In 20 years, when that graduating class is walking and getting their diploma, I want to see the members of that JCPS class to be the highest achieving graduating class in the history of our city because they got their educational start through early learning activities that this group here today is going to make happen. I want them to be the highest achieving graduating class in the history of JCPS until the next year's class graduates. And then the next, and the next, and the next. That's the legacy I want to create for our kids in Louisville. That's the legacy all of us here today want for everyone of our city. That's what creating quality, robust, accessible, early learning opportunities will do. This is how we become a safer, stronger, and healthier city for ourselves, for our kids, and their kids. So thank you all so much today for joining me on this journey, for being a part of doing something bold, doing something innovative, and doing something incredibly important. There'll be much more to come, but thank you all so much. Let's get started. And with that, yes, we're happy.
Your first meeting as part of this group. Is there anything in particular that's on the agenda for today?
I think today it's going to be getting to know each other and starting, to talk about the schedule, what the goals are, and really just getting to work right away. There's no time to waste.
And I know part of this is going to be the finances. I know I saw the Novak family listed on here, Novak Family Foundation. Are we looking at corporate sponsors? What kind of, I know it's early, but this is going to cost a lot. And I think that's one of the biggest questions.
Everything is on the table. My guess is the way that we will finance this will be some sort of public-private, nonprofit, philanthropic foundation partnership that is put together, and there'll be many different pieces to it. So that is my guess as to how we end up. But unlike some other things where you've seen other elected officials before make announcements about commissions when they really know how it's going to end up, This is not one of those cases. We organized a group of brilliant, creative, caring people who have experience in these fields to come together and put together a meaningful plan that will work, that none of us up here today know how it's going to end up. We do not have a set plan in the works already that we're looking to just make happen over the course of the coming months. This is going to be a true working group. It will be an innovative, impactful plan that we will have, and we're excited to share with the community when it's done. And my only charge to this task force is be bold. Think outside the box. Just because something hasn't been done doesn't mean it can't be done and doesn't mean it shouldn't be done. In Louisville, our kids deserve the best, and this group is going to help make sure they get the best when it comes to early learning.
We have thousands of families right here in Louisville that every year they've got to make that tough decision. Am I going to go back to work, or am I going to send my kids to preschool? What would you say to those families hearing about this group for the first time?
That's a big part of why we're here. I really think that early childhood learning is about two things. It's about the kids themselves and their future, and it's about their parents and their family. We know we've been focused on the benefits to the children here this morning, but we also know without a doubt that providing more early childhood learning opportunities is also part of our workforce development strategy. It's important for the economic development, the economic growth of our community, and it's important for parents so that they have opportunities to pursue their hopes and dreams as well, that they can have the time, the ability to pursue a career as well, because far too many parents today are having to make that tough choice of whether their kids have early learning opportunities or whether they're in the workforce. We don't want that to have to be a decision for any parent to make. We want to make sure that every parent, that their kids can get into early learning opportunities at the age of 3 so that they can be in the workforce and continue to provide for their family and to pursue their career dreams as well.
Would this be implementation for fall 26 then? Is that the goal?
It's too early to speculate. We're going to come up with a plan by the beginning part of next year so that it can be part of our budget proposal to the Metro Council next year. How quickly things can, get implemented, we will figure that out as part of the plan and let everyone know. But I think we all know that we want to make this happen as soon as possible, but we also want to do it right. All right, thank you all very much.